How did you come up with this concept and this idea? How did it all begin?
So I always like to say that I'm a pharmacist by profession, but an oncology or a cancer care pharmacist by passion. I've been an oncology pharmacist for about 15 years now. Everyone thinks of pharmacists as, they're community pharmacists, but there are, specialized pharmacists throughout the healthcare journey, including in large hospitals. Most people know, a heart doctor or a cancer doctor and things like that. There's usually specialist pharmacists in those areas as well. And I've been practicing in the inpatient side of oncology for about 10 years. And it was a very, very rewarding interdisciplinary job. And a lot of the patients that we would see in that practice were people who were admitted to the hospital, had a diagnosis of cancer, and were either there for urgent treatment or because of a toxicity from the treatment or because of a medical complication. Around that, that 10-year mark, I was also doing a master's of health management, and one of those longitudinal projects within that program was to sort of create an alternative health system model. We had noticed more and more people in our community being admitted to the hospital on what are called oral take-home cancer drugs. So these are pill-based cancer treatments that patients are taking at home. Around that time when I was doing this project, we said, well, why not take this expertise of our pharmacy team and make it a little bit more accessible to patients in a community setting. So we wanted to be able to create practice, which has now evolved into Extend Pharmacy, that brings the accessibility and the knowledge of oncology pharmacists out of the hospital and into a community setting so that patients can access it much more quickly and get that guidance around side effects and really just have their pharmacist, who's an expert in oncology, available to them, when they pick up the phone.
If you loved that session and that conversation as much as I did, would love to have you join our People Playbook community in the link below.